As the reservoir fills and empties over different seasons, the top of the dam moves as much as 14 centimeters. But if there's too much water and the wall moves too far, the pendulum triggers an alarm, and Eric must take drastic measures. He'll need to release the pressure of the water on the wall, which is why at the base of the dam is a huge valve, a massive emergency tap. And today Eric is putting it to the test. It only happens twice a year, and apparently it's quite a spectacle, which explains why news crews have gathered to see it. Oh wow, big stuff. This looks significant. This is a big tap. Wow.
It's more or less the same you find in your kitchen.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit larger.
Yeah. The outlet pipe is the last line of defense to divert disaster. An enormous relief valve for the dam. The end of this long pipe, there's the valve right down there. That's the one the water ultimately comes out. At the moment, this is dry. Water's up to there. Okay, right, well, we better begin the process.
So now we start the filling process.
If water from the dam simply rushed into the main pipe, it would explode under the pressure. So the first step is to use a smaller pipe to gradually fill the huge chamber.
So that is now filling this huge pipe with water. And that water, don't forget, is being pushed into here by that huge reservoir out there. No need to pump it. I can now hear a different sound starting. And that's the last of the air in the top of the pipe being shoved out by the water. There's an escape valve up there. And you can hear it hissing. Honestly, it sounds a bit like the plumbing in my house. If you run a bath, it makes this much noise. So it's familiar. And so now this valve is fully open. The last little dribble at the end. The dam's of an age. It happens to us all. 190 meters of water pressure right the way through. That is now effectively connected to the bottom of the reservoir. And that down there has just become the final tap. So now we get to see the effect of that pressure. We get to see it in action.
The real action starts outside.
Okay. When all of this pressure is turned into velocity. Now, I have been warned that lots of people come to see this, and they are here. That's quite a crowd. It's quite an event, because that's a really big tap. Eric, are we ready? Where do we stand when this happens?
You just stay here, it's not dangerous.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't work. The tap's stuck. That is the effect of 190 meters of water pressure bearing down on the water at the bottom, roaring out. 20,000 liters a second, traveling at 50 meters per second. That's the effect of that pressure turned into velocity, and it's awesome. And a reminder, that's because up there, right up there, that's all water. That's a solid wall of water, 190 meters high. That's an expression of what's happening at the bottom. That weight of water exerting that pressure turned into velocity. And you can now see where it just heads off into the valley. Well, it'll have cleaned all of that off, won't it?
Yeah.
You'll never have to dust down there. In a matter of moments, it's built itself, well, a raging river roaring down that stretch of valley. And that's it. The end of an expression of power like I've never seen. Wow. honestly feel like I need to lie down after that.